Welcome to Creative World. In this video, we will solve Chapter 2 exercise problem number 2.77. While solving this problem, we will be using current divider rule, basic equations for the calculation of current I1 and I2 of this particular circuit using current divider rule is provided here. We also will be using Ohm's law. According to this law, voltage across any resistance R is always equal to the product of current through that resistance and the value of resistance itself. Parallel equivalent resistance calculation formula will also be utilized while solving this problem. R equivalent of two parallel connected resistances is calculated by taking the product of both resistances dividing by their sum. Now move towards the problem. Exercise problem number 2.77. Find voltage VAB in given below figure. This is the circuit diagram of given problem. Inside this network, we have to find voltage between these 2 points labeled as VAB. For the calculation of voltage between these points, we should have the values of voltage across these individual resistances. And for voltage across these resistances, we should have the value of current through these resistances. Right now, no current is provided inside this network. So first of all, we will simplify this network to calculate current through these branches. Later on, we will be able to calculate voltage across these individual resistances as well as voltage across these points. So without wasting time, let's proceed towards the solution. Start simplifying this network from left hand side. These two resistances are connected in series connection. We can find their equivalent resistance and replace that equivalent resistance in place of these two resistances. Their equivalent resistance will be equal to 12 kilo ohm, sum of 8 kilo ohm and 4 kilo ohm. Modify the circuit. Now these two resistances are converted into parallel connection and both have same values of resistance. So we will find their equivalent resistance by dividing the value of a single resistance with the number of parallel connected resistances. In this case, the value of a single resistance is 12 kilo ohm and number of resistances is 2. So 12k divided by 2, it will become 6 kilo ohm. Modify this network by replacing these two resistances with a single resistance having the value of 6 kilo ohm. Now these two resistances are converted into series connection. Find their equivalent resistance, that will be equal to 12 kilo ohm, sum of both resistances. Replace these resistances with a single resistance having the value of 12 kilo ohm. Now this 12 kilo ohm and this 6 kilo ohm are converted into parallel connection. We will find their equivalent resistance using this equation, that is the product of both resistances divided by their sum. In this case, R1 will be 12 kilo ohm and R2 will be 6 kilo ohm. Place values inside the equation. 12 kilo ohm multiplied by 6 kilo ohm divided by 12 kilo ohm plus 6 kilo ohm. Product of 12k and 6k will become 72k square divided by 18k. The answer will be 4 kilo ohm. Now modify the circuit by replacing these two resistances with a single resistance having the value of 4 kilo ohm. The circuit is simplified. We can calculate current through this circuit by dividing total supplied voltage with total resistance. Current will be equal to 18 divided by 6 kilo ohm. These two resistances are added together because both are connected in series connection. So the value of current will be 3 milliampere. We have calculated total supplied current inside this network. Now we will expand the network back towards the original network and will calculate individual branch currents. First of all, if we observe, this 4 kilo ohm resistance was the combination of two parallel connected resistances having the values of 12 kilo ohm and 6 kilo ohm. So replace this 4 kilo ohm resistance with two parallel connected resistances of 12k and 6 kilo ohm. Inside this network, we have calculated the value of current, that is 3 mA, and it is passing through this voltage source. This 3 mA current is distributing among these two branches. Here I forgot to mention current in milliampere, so take this 3 ampere as 3 milliampere. Now this 3 mA current is dividing among these two branches. So we will use current divider rule to calculate the current of both branches. For that purpose, first we have to label these branch currents. This branch current will be labeled as I1 and this branch current will be labeled as I2. We will use current divider rule to calculate the value of current I1. Current I2 will be calculated by subtracting I1 from total supplied current. Equation for I1 will be R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by I into T. Here I into T is total supplied current. In this case it is 3 milliampere. R2 is the resistance of opposite branch. In this case it will be 12 kilo ohm. And R1 is the resistance of same branch. In our case it is 6 kilo ohm. Place values inside this equation. I1 will be equal to 12K multiplied by 3 milliampere divided by 6K plus 12K. Product of 12K and 3 milliampere will become 36 only. Divided by the sum of 6K and 12K will become 18K. 36 divided by 18K will answer 2 milliampere. So the value of current I1 is 2 milliampere. Now we can calculate the value of current I2 as well by subtracting 2 milliampere from 3 milliampere. So the value of current I2 will be 1 milliampere. Here again take all these currents as milliampere. This is 2 milliampere, this is 3 milliampere and this is 1 milliampere. Inside this network, I have replaced this equivalent resistance of 12 kilo ohm with two individual 6 kilo ohm resistances connected in series connection. Now we will expand the network further towards the original network. This 6 kilo ohm resistance was the combination of two parallel connected resistances of 12 kilo ohm. So we have replaced 6 kilo ohm resistance with two parallel connected resistances of 12 kilo ohm. This 12 kilo ohm is replaced with 4 kilo ohm and 8 kilo ohm, both are connected in series connection as it was in original circuit. Now we will try to calculate current through this branch because it is engaged for the calculation of voltage VAB. Again we will use current divider rule. For that purpose we will label these branch currents. This branch current will be labeled as I1 and this branch current will be labeled as I2. We are interested to calculate value of current I1 only. For that purpose we will use this equation of current divider rule to calculate the value of I1. In this case R2 will be 12 kilo ohm, R1 will be the combination of 4K and 8K, and I into T, that is total supplied current. In this case it will be 1 milliampere. Place values inside the equation. 12 kilo multiplied by 1 milliampere divided by 12K plus 12K. This 12K is the sum of these two resistances 4K and 8K. Solve this equation. Product of 12K and 1 milliampere will become 12 only. Divided by the sum of 12K and 12K will become 24K. 12 divided by 24K will result 0.5 milliampere. So the value of current I1 through this branch is 0.5 milliampere. Modify the circuit by entering the value of current through this branch. We have calculated currents through all branches. Now we will apply Ohm's law to calculate voltage across these three resistances. Start from this 6 kilo ohm resistance. Voltage across this 6 kilo ohm resistance will be equal to the product of current through it and the value of resistance. Current through this resistance is 2 milliampere and the value of resistance is 6 kilo ohm. So product of 2 milliampere and 6K will become 12 volt. Voltage across this 6 kilo ohm resistance will be 12 volt. Similarly, voltage across this 6 kilo ohm resistance will be calculated the product of current through it, that is 1 milliampere. This 1 milliampere current will pass through this resistance towards the source. Take the product of 1 milliampere and 6K, it will result 6 volt. Similarly, voltage across this 8 kilo ohm resistance will be calculated by taking the product of 0.5 milliampere and 8 kilo ohm. Value of voltage across this 8 kilo ohm resistance will be 4 volt. Values of voltage across these individual resistances is calculated. Now modify the original circuit with calculated voltage along with their polarities. Voltage across these resistances along with their polarities is shown in this figure. Polarity notations across resistive elements is taken according to passive sign convention theory. According to this theory, current entering terminals are taken with positive sign and current leaving terminals are taken with negative sign. This 2 milliampere current was entering from this end and leaving from this end. Similarly, this 1 milliampere current was entering from this side of 6 kilo ohm resistance and leaving from this terminal of 6 kilo ohm resistance. Similarly, the direction of this current inside this branch was clockwise, so the current was entering from this point and leaving from this terminal. Polarity notation of VAB are taken with this reference. VAB is indicating that point A would be on higher potential than point B. So point A will be positive and point B will be negative. Now for the calculation of voltage VAB, we will apply Kirchoff's voltage law inside this semi-closed loop. We will assume the direction of current clockwise and start from here. Current entering terminal is positive, so 12 volt will be taken with positive sign. Next, current entering terminal is negative, so 6 volt will be taken with negative sign, and 4 volt will also be taken with negative sign because current is entering from negative terminal. At the last, current entering terminal is positive, so VAB will be taken with positive sign. Now add 4 and 6 together, it will become 10 volt, and subtract 10 volt from 12 volt, the answer will be 2 volt only. Place this 2 volt on the other hand side of equal to calculate the value of VAB, that will become minus 2 volt. So the value of VAB inside this network is minus 2 volt. This was exercise problem number 2.77. Thank you. See you again in next video.